Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, when you first provided the privileged honor of representing people from home and you come to Washington, the very first decision you make is probably one of the most important decisions, and that is who your chief of staff will be. And today I'm blessed to stand here to recognize a man who I think is among the best of the chiefs served any member of Congress. I rise today to recognize the distinguished career of Jordan Clark, who has served as my chief of staff and is retiring from the House this month. Jordan is a man with a deep love of politics, public policy, and people, including his family and most especially his wife, Mary Therese, and their 7 children. A one-of-a-kind personality with wit as sharp as his record of public service is as long, Jordan will be dearly missed by friends and colleagues from Capitol Hill and beyond. It's these qualities combined with a distinct sense of humor and an unmatched work ethic that took a young boy from Pittston, Pennsylvania to the halls of power in Washington. But it wasn't power that Jordan sought, it was public service. Before beginning his career in Washington, Jordan served in the United States Army. He reserved his commission after completing infantry officer candidate school. Shortly following this, was assigned to the Kennedy Center for Military Assistance at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where he served in special warfare and psychological operations. After completing active duty, he served for 3 years as a captain and company commander in the Maryland National Guard. Following Jordan's service in uniform, he began a career in Washington with the United States Department of Labor, creating employment and opportunities for veterans. Because of his efforts, he was assigned to the President's Veterans Commission to coordinate job programs between federal agencies and the private sector, and was chosen by the Secretary of Labor to participate in the department's career management program. Jordan later was hired as Chief of Staff to former United States Congressman Joseph McDade. At the time, he was Pennsylvania's 10th Congressional District Representative, who was also a senior member of the House Committee on Appropriations. In the House, he also served as a staff member on the House Government Operations and Small Business Committees, where he played an integral role in establishing the first White House Conference on Small Business. Following the OPEC oil embargoes, Jordan accepted a position in the Office of the Secretary of Energy and was responsible for the administration of the country's conservation and renewable energy programs. During this time, he helped develop the department's technology transfer program, promoting the sharing of research and information between the federal government, the private sector institutions, and corporations. He was also the first Department of Energy official to visit Brazil for the purpose of evaluating its ethanol programs and productions. Following his time in the Energy Department, Jordan served as CEO of CommunityPath.com, a homeowner advocacy group and successor of the nonprofit United Homeowners Association, which he founded. Before founding the UHA, he was director of the operations and assistant vice president for the congressional relations for the 180,000-member National Association of Home Builders, where he created the Congressional Contact Program, an industry model for grassroots advocacy. Upon his return to the Capitol, Jordan served as Chief of Staff to Representative John E. Peterson, my predecessor, until Mr. Peterson's retirement in 2008. At the time, he also served as a senior staff member on the House Appropriations Committee, during which he initiated and coordinated efforts to eliminate the 24-year-old congressional moratoria on oil and gas production in the U.S. Outer Continental Shelf. In 2009, I was elected to represent Pennsylvania's 5th District. Having worked with Jordan in various capacities over the years, I have come to respect his judgment and his work ethic. He is a man that is acutely aware of the needs and challenges facing our men and women in uniform. He is an expert in energy policy, which is fundamental to the history and the economy of Pennsylvania's 5th Congressional District, which is the birthplace of the oil industry in 1859 and today home of the emergent Marcellus Shale natural gas play. He is someone with insight and understanding of the 5th District, its diverse geography, its residents, and its economy. Mr. Speaker, I could not have made a better choice for Chief of Staff. I know I speak for generations of close friends and colleagues when I say thank you, Jordan Clark, for decades of committed public service in pursuit of a stronger nation. We wish you, Mary Therese, and your family the very best in the road ahead. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I yield back the balance of my time.